back to another episode of Kerbal Space Program. My name is Seth. Now, in our last episode, we were able to successfully get a flight into, or we orbited around the planet Kerbal. We also retrieved a crew report and eBay report from high space, one more than 250 k's from the planet Kerbal. So that's given us a total of 87 science. So what we might do is, we had the goo canisters last time that we didn't use, so what we might try and do is get a goo report from low space and high space. What we also might have a look at is, we've got a contract to get science from space around Kerbal. Now, it doesn't give us much science, but it will give us some money, so let's complete that at the same time. There's a rescue mission, but we'll come back and do some of those later. So what we might do is we'll grab the same ship we used last time, the Kerbal Explorer, and we'll call it 3. Now what we might do is, I want to put the goo canisters there, but there's a bit of clipping, so if we rotate that, still not, there we go, that's what I want. I might straighten it up, there we go. Wonderful. That's all there is to it. Let's launch that and see what happens. Now we might just cheat a little bit, like we did last time. We'll grab the science from the launch pad. And that should give us 3 science, which takes us to 90 science. And that also allows us to get another one of these, but we might not worry about that now. Let's just go for the goo. We'll turn SAS on, power up 100% throttle, and launch. Now this will be a fairly slow, long launch because of the extra weight of the goo canisters. This might take some time. Just gone a bit too fast on the, you can see the atmospheric efficiency's gone over 100, so we'll just drop down on the liquid fuel to bring it back down just under 100. We'll try and keep it there again. Fairly good ascent profile, straight up, no tipping, no rotations. Completely turn off the liquid fuel engine for the time being. I start turning. Change the flight engineer to orbital. Thrust back in the liquid fuel engine. Okay. Stage, cut the liquid fuel, eject, throttle up. We want to keep an eye on our apoapsis height at 41, 42, 43. we want to stop that when it gets over just a bit over 250. We've got plenty of fuel for this. And there we are. We'll cut the throttle at 268. And there we go. We're now in space, so we can grab our first grid report from low space. We'll time accelerate till we pass 250 kilometers. And do the second at high space, and then we'll gonna have a look and see if we can possibly get this to come to land on the ground instead of the water, because then I can also grab another crew report maybe. So you can see I'm just going to hit the water there. I'm going to burn this prograde. I'm going to try and get fairly well into that landmass there. Should do it. Let's time accelerate. I think we should be okay. Yeah, this will land us definitely. Okay, so we've slowed back down to the time warp stopped because we're in the atmosphere. Let's get rid of this stage here. Time warp just a little. So we come into the atmosphere for re-entry. Now I'm going to use the flight engineer to work out, because it's dark and I don't have any lights. I'm going to use the flight engineer to work out exactly when we need to deploy the parachutes. The impact biome says we can land in the highlands. The altitude terrain is 5 kilometers above. Time accelerate just a bit. Pop the chute. Excellent. Now because it takes so long to come down, I'm just going to time accelerate through. Okay, so while we're there, grab a crew report from the Highlands, EVA report from the Highlands, yeah, why not, plant a flag. Highlands, jet was here. Grab a surface sample and an EVA report. We'll jump back into the capsule and recover it. And from that, we get a lot of science, 40.8 science. We also got the science for completing the contract of getting science. and some money back. So I think we will leave this episode here. We'll be buying some new signs in the next episode. We can afford 2 of them. Can't quite afford a 3rd one. I'm not sure what we'll buy, but we'll look at that in the next episode. Thanks for watching. Bye for now.